from one part of KwaZulu-Natal to another. Our senior reporter, Tumaole Mohlaoli, is also watching the latest developments on the ground for us tonight. Tumi, let me come to you. It's been quite a long day. Perhaps give us a sense in terms of location, where you are tonight, what's happening?
A very good evening to you, Bongi, and what's happening tonight, and a good evening to the viewers, is that we are at the Montclair Shopping Center or mall. Now, this mall was effectively torched by looters earlier in the day, and the fire department has been hard at work trying to put out the flames. When we arrived on the scene, we found people merrily helping themselves to goods including flat screen TVs, groceries, and as we make our way now towards the side of the mall, you can see that the ATMs, or what looks like a courier container, one of those courier outlets where you put your mail and so forth and belongings and send them anywhere across the province, has also been attacked. So this is what's been happening here. As to what happened to the police officers, we had heard earlier that the police officers are quite heavily stretched, so they can't be everywhere at once, and they are doing their best. So this is what's going on, and we can only imagine the costs that need to be tallied. I can tell you that in terms of the profile of the looters themselves, it wasn't what you would consider your typical criminal element. We see here now even a fast food outlet has not been spared. When I say that they're not the typical criminal element, we saw people coming here in very fancy sedans, including BMWs and other such vehicles. We have got one gentleman here who's been helping with the mop-up operations. Sir, can you identify yourself for our records, please?
Hi, my name is Kevin Matthews. I'm the chairman for the Sector Policing Forum from Yellowwood Park. We got a call that the veterinary clinic across the road had been looted. We came down to assist in moving the animals out, and when we got here we found the two shops were burning. So we managed to get hold of Delta Fire, who sent a gentleman out, and we managed to get the fire under control. The fire brigade has just got here and they've just finished it off, and they're now going through the rest of the building to see if they could make sure that the fire hasn't actually started anywhere else currently. Right.
And in terms of the valuables that have been taken, what can you tell us about that?
I can tell you now that the shops inside here, I think they'll be completely empty. The guys they've been taking out fridges, stoves, they've had trolleys piled up. I don't think there's anything left in there. They've taken everything. They've had guys running with clothes, shoes. If it's an appliance and it's in a box, they're carrying it out. But as I'm saying, beds, fridges, stoves, they've taken everything they could get their hands on.
Right, and in terms of the profile of those who have been stealing, when I came in here, I saw that it was quite luxurious vehicles out there. There were BMWs, there were other sedans. It's not your what you call your typical looter. What do you make of that?
Well, to be very honest with you, the vehicles that I've seen here today have been upmarket vehicles. But a lot of the bigger stuff that's been going out has actually been going out by foot, and guys have been carrying it. And these guys actually live locally. They live in the houses in the neighborhood. So, this is no longer a protest action. This is now criminal activity. This is looting. We need to have the government step in and do what they need to be doing. I mean, how do we live? Where are we going to get food for our families tomorrow? It affects everybody. It has a snowball ongo, and I think it's just very, very sad that out of a few that have just been left to break the law, it's going to affect everybody.
You think the deployment of the South African National Defence Force is going to make a difference? And if so, would you like to see them out here as soon as possible?
Oh, most definitely. Hey, I see they've already deployed up in Maritzburg and a few other places. I definitely believe that they will. Look, SAPS at the moment, we work very closely, excuse me, we work very, very closely with SAPS. And unfortunately, they just are understaffed, they're under-resourced, These guys have been working so hard for the last 24, 48 hours actually. You know, it's been a continuous whole weekend thing. It's come to a head today. So I think the Defence Force coming in, if they put their foot down and do what they need to be doing, I definitely think it's going to make a difference. Eh?
Thank you very
definitely,
much.
thank you.
So that was one of those who have responded to the looting here. And as we've heard there, really a very dire situation. And it seems that these looting activities are only spreading. So officials and business owners and the communities are saying that it's time now for, the SANDF to come in and to try and restore some order, because while the police are doing their best, they are really, really stretched thin, and any support they can receive will certainly go a long way.
Well, Tumaole, it looks like it's going to be a long night yet, as of course communities try to respond in the moment to the chaos and the looting that we have seen in different parts of the country. Tumaole, they're out with some community members, firefighters you saw having to be called to the scene as the building was up in flames, and that's a picture not unique to where he is tonight. So